Heyman, I don't gotta answer questions, right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert 3. 20. Check 25. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Back.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
97's the mic.
Here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Check. 180. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Set. Ready. Check. Hey. Gun. Shit. Ready.
From the 17, Newton looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And that's caught by Smith. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Gun. You got nothing. Gun. He's crashing. He's checking crash. I get it.
To throw again. Newton. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Tye. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Check that 3. Orbit. Get out.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
Check that. Hey, high 7. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51. 3's the mic. 93's the mic.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Fresno. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the same 16-yard line.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where that came from.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready, back 25. He can't hit. He's 58. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, Haywood. 93's the mic. All day, every day, any day.
On 3rd down, Ryan is complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
180. 20, 8, 8. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Open man is Michael Thomas. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49.
Here we go. Back to the 3.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Hey, you got 3. Three down. Let's set. Let's 80. 80.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And an alley to run. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
180. Great. We want this.
They'll try the air now with Newton. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Will Tye with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, 25. Got it. We got 4. Ready, 5.
Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check.
On 1st down, Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. I'm on. Check, 93's the mic. 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check, 93's the mic. 93. Ready, sit up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for second and long. From the end zone, Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Gun. Hey, turn it up. Switch. Great. Hey! Watch the twins.
Throwing on third down, Newton. The open man is Smith. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That's it. Great. Put it two. Gun. 10. Trump. Kill. Check. Express. 8. 20. Check. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, Newton. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, Newton looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Slam. 20. Great. 20.
Throwing again. Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Newton's pass intended for Traquan Smith. Incomplete.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Check safety, check safety. 21. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Go!
From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. To throw again is Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Check three. 22.
Throwing again, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Saints 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Newton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Hey!
Out of the gun, Newton. He's got Smith here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Now Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Great.
Check 45 to Mike. In your face.
Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Motion.
Great.
53 to Mike. 53.
On first down, Newton. Complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
That's it. What is it?
Hey, we got Mike, number 2.
Gun.
53. I'm going to lose one.
Throwing on second and 14. Newton. time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And, boy, on this drive, it looked like the offense was really moving the football. I mean, they have been moving the football, but now they're in a tough spot. Nice play defensively.
Certainly felt like the defense decided to answer what the offense was doing. Okay, you're doing pretty well there. Guess what? We're going to bring some pressure. See if you can handle that. And they got to him on second down, and that sets up a third and long. Advantage defense.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Let's go, D. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Check 24, check 24.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Alert 3.
Check, check. Hey, Delta.
93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
20. 8.
Shit.
Express.
Slam.
8.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's checking crash. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. Here we go, G.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got Will Tye complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
He got 29 yards that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now that is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith. His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Newton throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Space. 97's the mic. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. Hey, express. Me and you. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go. 97.
Hey, Foxtrot.
The trap.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Show it. 20. Hey, Orbit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Hey, ready to go. 57, Mike 57. Watch the screen. Check. Hey, Mike 7. You got check right there. Check.
And that'll set them back 5. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin the drive with Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Let's go.
Throwing is Newton. It's caught. Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Saints on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Take four.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Newton. To Boyle here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
53 at the line. 6 man.
Gun.
Check cross.
Express. Great.
Check 53 is mine. Gotta do better. Go. QB, come on. Let's go.
20. 8. 53.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, watch it.
8. Echo. Express.
45, Mike, 45.
20. 8.
Sponge. No.
Great.
Undercrunch.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, check. Gun. Keep moving, man. Man, move it. You got to go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Deion Jones, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
97's the mic. Rip right. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
Tighten up.
58. Hey, echo. Let him go.
And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Right to the 3, 20. Gun.
Newton. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. Hey, 2. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Get in the weight room.
Here's Ryan. He sets to fire deep, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Gun.
They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
45.
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch. Watch the eye. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Great. Gun. Off.
Now it's Newton. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Falcons, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.